What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new reaction. I seen a comment the other day that told me I should check out David Attenborough. Apparently he's like one of the most beloved people to come out of the UK, and I feel like I've heard that name before, but I have no idea who he is, what he's doing, what he's done. I don't know. So today we're gonna be watching the top 10 David Attenborough moments. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, drop a like if you want to see more reactions like this. I'll go check out all my other channels, link down in the description, but other than that, let's get into it.
Naturalist, broadcaster, presenter, this man is a national treasure. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Sir David Attenborough moments.
David Attenborough. That makes more sense, okay?
He came to allocate a scientific name to this bird, called it woohoo.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For more than half a century, David Attenborough has brought the wonders of nature into our front rooms. For this list, we'll be focusing on his most memorable moments from documentaries, interviews, and other public appearances.
Is he like Steve Irwin?
I mean, I've been humiliated enough in Amazon forest and losing myself. I mean, that, and you really do feel it.
Dude, he met Obama. What the heck?
10. The Capercaillie, the life of birds. This documentary series studied the evolution of birds, plus their shared and singular habits, casting new light on hundreds of species. During the course of its filming, Sir David covered over 250,000 miles, visiting more than 40 countries, yet arguably its best and most memorable moments came close to home, in the Highlands of Scotland.
And the best, in the end, is claimed by the most powerful male, who will defend it against any intruder.
Yeah, his voice, him doing like voiceovers of nature and stuff, yeah, I can see where that'd be super relaxing. But what, he just like traveled and like documented nature and stuff, went and checked out different animals, that's pretty cool.
Attenborough enters the territory of the world's largest species of grouse, the Capercaillie. He comes face to face with a bird that mistakes him for a love rival. Run, David, run!
This being the breeding season, that he will display to almost anything, including me.
Number 9. The Wolf Call, the life of mammals. In his memoir, Adventures of a Young Naturalist, Attenborough tells the story of how he once wrestled a red-maned wolf in Argentina.
Excuse me? First off, what the dog doing? What's going on right there? Wrestling wolves? Who is this guy?
Perhaps that is how he got to know the animals so intimately, for in the following clip he shows off an impressive ability to copy their call.
Nah, that's like the best howl I've ever heard in my life.
As the presenter explains how wolves are able to communicate across long distances, his impersonation is so convincing that he appears to draw responses from an entire valley full of the animals.
No.
It's eerie and incredible at the same time.
No.
Number 8. Meeting Barack Obama. David Attenborough meets President Obama. On the occasion of Attenborough's 89th birthday, he was invited to the White House by the then President of the United States.
Sir David Attenborough, thank you so much for being here. As I was telling you in our walk over, I have been a huge admirer of your work for a very long time.
Obama wanted advice about the most critical issues threatening the Earth in the 21st century, and after half a century as a leading naturalist, no one is better placed to give it than Attenborough.
Dude, this man just did everything. Like, he reminds me a lot of Steve Irwin, just like how he loves animals and stuff like that. It seems like everybody just really loves him, you know, so.
And the rising in temperature, global temperature, is a very, very serious worry indeed.
Of course, he has long been a spokesman on issues such as climate change and conservation, giving this sobering warning in his 2000 documentary series, State of the Planet.
But it's now increasingly apparent that one species, our own, has developed the unique ability of so altering its surroundings that it can destroy whole species, indeed whole environments.
Number 7. Lonesome George, Galapagos 3D.
What the heck is that?
The Pinta Island tortoise, Lonesome George, was once the last known member of his species and the rarest creature in the world.
This is the rarest living animal in all the world.
When Attenborough visited the Galapagos National Park in 2013, he was granted just 30 minutes alone with Lonesome George, who was asleep for most of it, but awake for a few crucial moments.
So now George lives in his own enclosure, completely safe, but entirely by himself.
Sadly, George died
Well, that's sad. What the heck?
a fortnight after this clip was filmed, but has since become an important symbol for conservation efforts in the Galapagos Islands
Hey, rest up, George. Rest in peace, buddy.
and beyond. And George and David briefly became one of television's greatest double acts.
But at least he can be a living inspiration for us all to protect the remainder of the reptiles and amphibians
Dude, this man just makes me happy for some reason. Like,
of the world.
Number 6, bird song bloopers. Attenborough's Paradise Birds. Attenborough achieved a childhood ambition when he travelled to New Guinea to film Birds of Paradise for Attenborough in Paradise in 1996. And he has continued his association with some of the world's rarest bird life ever since.
what is that?
And he has continued his association with some of the world's
No way, that's a bird.
rarest bird life ever
Bro, that looks like something out of Minecraft. What?
since, including narrating these images of the creatures courting rituals, which are regarded as some of the greatest wildlife footage ever captured. But not
Yo.
everything always goes according to plan.
This surely is one.
As a consummate professional, Attenborough usually records his scripts in a small number of takes, yet here one bird was determined to upstage him.
By about the 18th century. And so when... Very well.
Number
Very well. That bird was so happy to be on TV.
5, the Adele voiceover. The
What?
Greg James Show. But perhaps his most famous alternative voice work came in 2015.
So I guess he's probably like the most famous for his voice, right? If he's doing all these voiceovers and stuff, everybody just loves his voice, which is understandable. It's very calm and soothing. I guess that's probably what he's like most famous for.
Hello,
Hello.
it's me.
Number 4, the
Nah, that's funny.
orangutan. Zoo Quest. Heading back to Attenborough's first major TV appearance, here he partners with staff from London Zoo to collect specimens for their expanding collection, an accepted practice back then.
And soon, every time I passed his cage, he stretched out his hand to attract my attention in the hope that he'd get some more food.
And this now famous clip shows Attenborough's natural affinity with the animals as he wins the trust of the orangutan, Charlie, and eventually coaxes him out of his cage and onto deck.
Wow. He just like, animals just like kind of knew. They like felt like he's a good person, you know?
And then, for the first time, 4 days after we'd had him, we encouraged him to come right outside his cage.
Wow.
Once rehomed in England, Charlie actually fathered the first orangutan to be born at London Zoo, establishing its breeding colony.
Within a few days, he was so tame that he allowed me to put ointment on the bad graze which he had on his wrist.
Number 3, the blue whale. The life of mammals. Meeting a blue whale was another of Attenborough's boyhood dreams, and another he fulfilled when he helped to capture this stunning footage of the mighty marine mammal.
How do you just meet a whale? Like, do they have a secretary? You just set up a meeting for them, or what? Like,
And he's coming up. It's coming up.
wow.
Only in the sea can you get such huge size as that magnificent creature.
A
That is
clear
insane.
fan favourite moment from the presenter's long and distinguished back catalogue, few scenes so magnificently sum up the magic of the natural world.
And as it tilts its 100-ton body downwards, so it can plunge to the black world 500 feet or more below the surface.
He literally has the perfect voice for that. Like, when I think of a voiceover for a nature documentary, that's the exact voice I think of in my head. It's perfect. It just works so well.
Number 2, the baby rhino. Africa. This documentary, obviously set exclusively in Africa, features one of the most moving moments of Attenborough's entire career
What the heck?
as he befriends a blind baby rhino called Nicky.
Oh,
Sir David admitted to sometimes crying over the suffering of the animals that he encounters, but he maintains that it's inappropriate for presenters to intervene or even show their emotion.
Wow. See, a lot of other people, that'd be the first thing they put on camera. Them crying about the animals, oh yeah. They're definitely gonna make sure they get that on camera and put it in the documentary and all that. Not David. No, he was like, no. A presenter shouldn't have to do that. Like, they shouldn't have to show all that emotion. So that's different. That's different.
Those principles were surely pushed to their limits here. Nicky never did get his eye operation, but still thrived in the care of a Kenyan wildlife team.
Oh.
Number 1. Mountain Gorillas. Life on Earth. This clip has been regularly voted not just as a standout David Attenborough moment, but as one of the top TV moments in general of all time.
There is more meaning and mutual understanding in exchanging a glance with a gorilla than any other animal I know.
Okay, dude, you know how scared I would be? Like, he is literally in the jungle next to gorillas. No! I'm scared going to the zoo and seeing him behind glass. He's just right up next to him. What the heck?
Filmed in Rwanda, it begins with a scripted section about the largest members of the ape family. But after feeling the hand of a female gorilla on his head, Attenborough's encounter with the group gets a little closer than he'd anticipated.
What?
Sometimes they even allow others to join in.
And the reason why the presenter is smiling and grimacing throughout? Because out of shot, 2 playful baby gorillas are carefully removing his shoes.
What?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips.
Wow, bro. He was just sitting there just hanging out with them. Just cuddled up with them in the grass and stuff. That is crazy. I get it. I understand why he's an icon and people love him so much. If y'all want to see more videos like this, let me know by hitting that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you go out today. Spread love, spread kindness. Do something nice on my day. I love you guys so much. I really do. JTReacts, and I'm out. Peace.